So I'm going to run through the daily routine, and although this is for a refresher for those who've done the workshop, anyone can benefit from this practice. So we put the middle finger in the brow point and the other finger in the belly button, and you're just going to take 3 full breaths here. And this really helps to connect up the central meridian that feeds the brain and the governing that feeds the nervous system, along with many other wonderful benefits. But just take a few deep breaths here. And then we'll go to the 4 thumps. So the first points are the stomach points, which will help to ground you. I'll do a whistle-stop tour of each of the exercises, so you get an idea in a nutshell of the benefits. And then there's the kidney points, which help to jump-start all the energy pathways and get them running in the right direction. There's the thymus, about 2.5 inches down on the breastbone, and that really gives your immune system a boost. And then the spleen points on the rib cage that help you to metabolise and will also strengthen the immune system. Deep breath. Let's move on to the cross crawl. So we're going to start with the same arm as leg. Okay? So we want to get that movement going. And this is a homolateral pattern, and what we want is a cross lateral. So after doing the same arm as leg 6 to 8 times, you stop, and then you want to get the crossover. So you're doing the opposite. And this is what we do want, okay, which is the cross lateral pattern. And the homolateral pattern at the beginning just helps to get the movement in the body, so we can get the body to start to really cross over. And if you feel comfortable with this, then you can do 8s with the arms as well. We want to do at least double the amount of cross lateral. So we need to do about 16 to 20 of these. And then we'll stop and we'll do that again. So going back to the same arm as leg. And this really helps to get the left side of the brain operating the right side of the body and the right side of the brain operating the left. So 6 to 8 of what we don't want, just to get the movement going. And then we want to get the crosses. So you either do it in a simple, just lifting the knee to the hand, if you feel comfortable, then get a nice swing and a movement from the waist as well. Breathe deeply as you're moving. And we're just going to do that one more time, so one more set. So you go back. And this will really help you to think clearly, to get in touch with your creativity, to function on all cylinders. Okay? So 6 to 8 and then change, and at least 16 to 20 of these crosses. And have that sense of lightness with your practice and ease. Breathe. So you keep your focus on what you're doing, which is to lighten your energy, to brighten your spirit, and to help your body function to its full capacity, and your mind to be clear and energized. Okay, and I always like to finish off just with a few swings. This is optional. Okay. Coming back. I'm going to go on to the Wayne Cook posture. You can do this sitting, which is a lot easier. I'm going to do it standing as I'm in a field. So you're going to bring one leg up, you take the opposite hand on the ankle, and the other hand you'll take around the feet. And we'll take a few deep breaths here. So this is your position, so I don't have to stand on one leg for too long. I'm going to show you the optional position, which is just have the legs crossed over, and then you bring your hands in, clasp them, and bring them in and take a few deep breaths. So if you're sitting down now in the other posture, change the leg. So you bring the other leg across, hold onto the ankle, and then get hold of the foot. Take a few deep breaths there, or change the foot that's in front. Take a few deep breaths. This is a real unscrambler, and it also affects the language points of the brain. So if you want to discuss anything, if you feel that you're not explaining yourself very well, if you've got a presentation to do, this is a great one to prepare you. Helps everything to sink down into the center. Feel relaxed. So after you've done 4 or 5 breaths maybe on each side, release that. Put the hands together and just put the thumbs on the third eye. Breathe. Press in and then smooth across the forehead to the temples. Shake it out. Stay here and we'll do the neurovascular. So put one hand on the forehead, the other hand is going to go on the back of the head. And this one's simple. You simply stay here and breathe and let the blood come back to the brain. And when the blood's in the brain, we have that sense of calm, that all's well. The body can relax. Okay, and there is an optional position with this. So if this one feels comfortable for you, stay here. Maybe for 4 or 5 nice deep breaths to feel the blood coming back. This is also a nice one to do in bed, the end of the day, or in the morning before you even get out of bed. The other one is you can place the fingertips just on the neurovascular points above the eyebrows and the thumbs on the temples and hold here. And if you're holding someone else's points, this is a nice one to really feel when the pulse comes back to the brain. So you know the blood's in the brain when you can feel the pulse in the fingertips. Okay, so we brought the blood into the brain. I'm going to do the triple warmer smoothie now, which really helps to relax the energy pathway that governs the stress response. So you place your hands over your eyes and you smooth across to the temples, come round over the ears, hold off the shoulders, and then just bring it down to the heart. Okay, so hands over the eyes, take a deep breath in, breathe out, smooth across to the temple, breathe in. As you breathe out, smooth over the ears, hold here, breathe in, breathe out, come to the heart. You might want to do that another few times if it feels good. The other way to do this, put the opposite hand on the temple, smooth down and off the ring finger. Smooth down, off the ring finger. You do that a few times. Okay. I'd like to go through the neurolymphatic flush. Okay, so we're going to start here just under the collarbones and get in there, do some little circles, and you're going to go all the way across to where the seam of the arm is, so where the arm would be sewn onto the body. So I'm going to do this quite quickly just to remind you of the points. Okay, so you'll go across here and then in the seam of the arms, get in there and do it. It's a beautiful way to do a massage on yourself every day and really get the lymph flowing. So in the seams there, okay? And take your time with this. I'm going to move through quite briskly just to remind you. So onto the breastbone. So I use all the fingers here and really get in, clear the breastbone, and then moving to the side slightly. And you can rake the ribs as well. So get into the points there, just at the side of the breastbone. And then underneath the breast, and you want to get right up underneath the breast, clearing the liver and the stomach points. And this is a really good one when you take your bra off, to keep the breast nice and clear. Get underneath, give the spleen points a tap, and then you want to get as if you want to put your fingers underneath the rib cage. Release the small intestine here, so all the way, get as far as you can. It might be a little bit sore, and if you feel that, it's just congestion, okay? And then go to the belly button, about 1 inch, either side, way round. Once you've got the routine, you can zip through it. Sometimes you could do it within 5 minutes using a few breaths on each exercise. So from here, you go out to the side, go up and in. So you're doing an in from the belly button, 1 inch out to the side and 1 inch up. Okay? I always go back to the belly button every time just to get the placing. So the belly button 1 inch and then down. So you're going down 1 inch. Okay? And then from here we're going for bladder, and it's just right across the pubic bone. So again, you can notch the fingers and get circles all the way across the pubic bone. There's 2 more to go. and one is down where the seam of the leg would be. So you've got the thigh, the seam of the leg where it would be sewn together. You can notch your fingers and get down both sides there. I like to do one at a time. So go down, get nice and deep. This is large intestine, so great detox points, and often a little bit sore. Okay, so go in, and you're going from the thigh to the knee, and then exactly the same thing on the inner thigh. So you get in and circle where the seam would be on the leg. Okay, all the way down from the top of the thigh to the knee. Okay, and we're just going to finish the day now with a zip up. So rub the hands together. Shake them off. We're going to zip up. So you're going to place the hand on the pubic bone all the way up. Lock in. Do that 3 times. Shake it out. We're going to add the connecting heaven and earth. This used to be called separating heaven and earth, and it never felt right. So connecting heaven and earth is more appropriate. So breathe out, empty the body, breathe in, look up at the arm, open up and feel that go all the way down the body. Open up, let the energy flow through the joints, hold the breath, breathe out, come down. Breathe in, hold, breathe in. And have that sense of connection. You can see why it was called separating, because you're almost pushing away the heavens, pushing away the earth. But as you do that, feel the connection between them in the palms of the hands. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. And then from here, just relax all the way down. And then you're going to figure 8 all the way up. So side to side, figure 8 all the way up. Up the body. Okay, down, rub the hands. There's one more. Shake off. Bring your hands to either side of the ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So you're weaving all that wonderful energy. Scoop up and shake it down. Imagine that going down the front, the back, the side of the body. Let's do that one more time. You think of weaving all that energy together. Breathe in, hands to the ears. Feel that energy between the hands. Breathe in, elbows together, sweep out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, swoop back, all the way up and down. And that's your daily routine. Have a wonderful day.